What up, what up, what up? So, somebody needs this word. I think for this table, Lord. I should rejoice and be glad in it. Decrease way, let's increase to me fully in Jesus' mighty name. Surround us to run angels to protect me from the outside influence of the enemy. Mute every voice except for that of the Holy Spirit in Jesus' mighty name. We give you all the glory, honor, and praise. Amen. Woo, 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 woo. I'm gonna read it first, then I'm gonna go back over it. Jeremiah 51, all right? Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Let me read this first and I'll tell you, okay? Jeremiah 51, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, and a destroying wind. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about, against him that bendeth the archer, bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, that's us, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. You're feeling, well, not everything. All right, let's be clear about that. You're not feeling everything that they're feeling, but you're feeling what they're going through, like their judgment, right? It's like you're getting just a little. I don't want to. Let me see how. Okay. You're able to tune into it a little bit, if that makes sense, right? Like turning the station on the radio. The frequency, thank you, Holy Spirit. You're able to tune into their frequency, right? Thus, being able to hear and feel what they're going through right now, right? Even though they're not saying anything, they don't have to say anything, because you know. You have gifts. You can see and you can hear. And yes, they're being visited. They're being struck, beaten, whipped. This is just the example that I'm being shown. A slaveholder using a whip to beat the back of a slave. That's the picture I'm being shown. Remember how brutal that was? Like chattel slavery. Remember, like those of you who know, like who didn't just totally erase it and didn't learn about it and just act like it never happened. Those of you that know how slavery, or had a taste to see how it was, or heard our ancestors, tell us stories when we were younger on how it really was back then. Horrible, right? And how their punishments were. How bad were their punishments for the tiniest things? Imagine how bad, confirmation, imagine how bad the people who made themselves our enemies punishment. I don't like saying our enemies because we didn't make them our enemies. They made themselves our enemies. And they did it secretly, first off, under our noses, smiling in our faces, pretending like they were our loved ones, our friends, right? Our partners. that makes the beating even worse. But yeah, they're being followed pretty bad. Uh, the Lord's told them to reach out to you, right? But of course, they're afraid and ashamed, scared of your reaction. Okay, because obviously you're not the same person you used to be, right? And they thought you were stupid, and you're far from that. You now know that you're not to be messed with. You're not to be played with in any kind of way. Yeah, I should do those colors. My bad. Sorry. The color of my bees. Yeah. So God told some of them to reach out to you, but they haven't yet. Some of them might have, and God is giving them. He's helping them with ways to try to figure out how to come to you, right? God is actually helping them with that. See, they always, like, they assume everything that they assume about us is actually who they are. It's them. It's who they are. That's what projection is. Like, they don't want to contact us because they think we're going to jump down their throats. They think we're going to reject them and do all this and other stuff when they have no idea. If they've been watching like they have, if they've learned anything, then they should know that. Like, people project themselves off on others and point the finger at others and say this about others when really that's what is within them. That's their issue. But yeah, that's what's going on, beloved. I don't even want to get into that old tangent and stuff. I got finished my other side of my hair today, and you know, I cook something. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna cook. Make some steak, some smothered steak, some mashed potatoes, some cornbread. Mm, 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 mm. I might make some red beans and rice too. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just cook today. Like, I feel in like a cooking mood. Like, for real. I don't I feel like I'm in a cooking mood. I usually cook, y'all. Like, it's only me now, so I used to cook for me, and my ex, but it's only me now, so I'll cook like a big amount of something for like the whole week. I'll cook two different dishes, two big different dishes, like red beans and rice, and like spaghetti or something, right? And I'll switch back and forth eating those throughout the week, right? So I don't have to cook again during the week. Snack on this here, snack on that there, but for the most part, I don't have to keep cooking every day, throughout the week. But yeah, dang, wish some of y'all was here, man. Y'all could sit down, and break bread with me or something. But one day, all right. I love y'all, man. Know that, yeah, that's your enemies you're feeling, and the ones who make themselves your enemies are feeling. See, I hate that. And yeah, so love y'all. All right, talk to you later. Peace.